are my side. So today I want to give an update on a book I've been reading called $40 Million Slaves. So the context of the book is basically the roadmap or from slavery, from black people in slavery, and how we got integrated into sports. And when integrated into sports, meaning major sports like like Major League Baseball, like major sports in America basically, even the world, even Europe as well, because back in the day black people weren't allowed to integrate themselves with white people, if so we were forced to have leagues called the Negro Leagues, whereas black people play against black people, but they were still owned by Europeans, by white people, by Americans. So eventually, the owners realized that black people are not inferior to white people, so they're like, oh, we have to integrate them, because just like people want to see, like, come on bro, black people are physically gifted. I'm not going to say more gifted than anybody else, but black people are physically gifted. People want to see people that jump higher or run faster. So eventually the white owners had to integrate black people into sports, because before then a black man couldn't fight a white man in boxing. A black man couldn't play in a Major League Baseball with a white man. That's why there were Negro Leagues. If you Google Negro Leagues, that was the leagues for black people in baseball. Hence why you have Jackie Robinson, who eventually got integrated into Major League Baseball, which is playing against white people. But today I want to give a little context, like a part of the book I've been reading, and I think it can apply to, like, everyday life. So bear in mind, this book is taking place in, or this part of the book I'm at right now is taking place in slavery, and like right before like black people got integrated into regular sports. So the smart alternative taken by the vast majority of slaves was to embrace survival. In exchange for being allowed to live, slaves were forced to accept the terms and conditions of bondage, and they were assaulted by constant, often brutal reminders of their subordinate status. So constant reminder of subordinate status. So the word subordinate, the prefix sub means below, means under. So they were trying to say black people were subordinate, were subpar to white people, in everything, everyday life, not just sports.